Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Coming to you from the Houston Summer Auto Show, this is the award-winning car talk show In Wheel Time. Just ahead, more guests from this year's new car show. We'll review our featured car of the week. I think Mr. Mars has got the Ford Ranger coming up.
Yes, sir.
And we've got your weekly cruising calendar, Conrad Auto History. I mean, it's a whole myriad of car things.
You would call it action-packed.
It's an action-packed last hour of our show. We thank you for joining us today. Along with Mr. Michael Mars, that's Mr. Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong,
The King,
Jeffrey Zekin, Photo Bomber, and over here, ladies and gentlemen, is David
No, further out.
Ainsley.
There you go.
Mr. Transmission Man. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us
Can I call
today.
you a trans? What?
David's our tranny.
He's the Transmission Man.
Trans-
you can call him whatever
trans
you want
something.
to. Trans something. We're so glad that you could join us today. And I want to remind everybody that we are going to be at the Houston Raceway Park for the NHRA Spring Nationals. Now, we're recording this show, so if you're listening to us, you have to kind of put it all together. We're recording this show on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And NHRA has canceled today's one qualifying session, along with the sportsman class of cars, because of the bad weather that we've had here. But tomorrow, there will be 2 rounds of qualifying if the weather holds out there. There's 2 rounds of qualifying tomorrow, Saturday, at Houston Raceway Park in the NHRA Spring Nationals. And then Sunday is final eliminations. And, weather on Sunday is supposed to be fabulous. So
Fabulous. Simply fabulous.
Here, let me put it the right way. It's going to be fabulous out there. Is that okay for you guys?
That
Much
works.
better.
Yep.
Much better.
Got
That's
it.
what I thought. And I assume that this is our Ram truck guy,
This is Sergio Armenta.
How you doing?
Sergio Armenta. Is that
Did I
correct?
say that right?
That is correct.
Close enough?
That's close enough.
All right.
I work with a Sergio Armenta. Okay,
Armenta.
not Armento.
No, Armenta.
Armenta. Very nice.
Cool.
So Sergio has got probably greatest job known to man.
Yeah.
He gets to drive Ram trucks all day. So what are we calling the Ram drive event here?
Right behind us, we have a Ram Truck Territory. and,
Ram Truck Territory.
Ram Truck Territory.
RTT.
That is correct, RTT.
Okay. So tell us about this. Is it similar to Camp Jeep?
That is correct. Similar to Camp Jeep, it's free for the entire family. They come in, they register, and we're showcasing. We have the torque climb over here. That's new this year.
You have the what?
Torque climb.
Torque climb.
Correct. We have a nice steep hill over there. They
Yep.
can take the Rebel, the Power Wagon. It's actually 75th anniversary for the Power Wagon.
cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they'll be climbing up steep angles, and then we have professional drivers, showing them all the new features of the Ram trucks.
So we got product specialists.
Correct.
For each of the vehicles,
Exactly.
right?
Uh-huh.
So it's not just Ram trucks. It is just Ram
It
trucks.
It is
Ram
just Ram trucks.
Just Ram trucks.
Correct. At
But
Ram
a full
Truck
range
Territory.
of Ram trucks. You got diesels over there, too?
We do. We have a beautiful 2500 Limited diesel, and with Cummins turbo diesel, we have the dually doing all the hard lifting over there.
Yeah.
It wins best in class at 37,100 pounds.
Oh, my God.
37,000.
37,000.
I'm going to get
pounds.
up and I'm going to take a gander over here because I haven't had a chance to do that.
Gander.
And then
There
we
you go.
also have the Rebel, the Power Wagon, and then the beautiful Ram 1500s. We have
Which is the
limited.
foundation of everything Ram. The 1500. That's what we sell.
So, and then not to mention, guys, we brought the all-new 2021 TRX it has a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 with 702 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque.
Now, is that in the drive?
It's not in the drive, but we do have it on display over here.
Yeah.
Well, I understand why you wouldn't put it in the drive.
Well, I mean, because you really couldn't show it off any different than what any of the other vehicles. There's no way you'd show the capabilities.
The full capability, that is correct.
Yeah,
So
you'd have to have a track outside at the minimum for that.
Exactly.
I want to know what this great big weight gadget is that you've got over there.
That right there is they're doing a pull right there with the dually, and it's about 15,000 pounds that they're pulling up.
Seriously.
Yep.
And
Seriously.
it's really a cool contraption. It looks like it came out of some factory over there.
Well, the
with
pulleys,
the great big pulley wheels up there and big cable and
That's
lifts
the
up
leverage. The pulleys are the leverage.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah. And
so that's just to
there's
show
also
the towing capacity.
There's
Towing
also
capacity,
a
that
hill
is
climb over there too.
Yep, we got a hill climb over there, and then we actually, to show off the 98.5% steel frame on that dually, we try to tweak that frame, but we actually show you over there. You see the tires coming up off the ground, and trying to tweak that frame, but you can't. You can actually still open the doors, when you get it up over our moguls out back there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you live at South Padre Island?
No, that's Benny.
Benny. We
I
know
know.
Benny.
Everyone says we look like brothers, but I'm
No,
actually from Utah.
You're from Utah?
Yep, I'm a Utanian.
Is that what they call them, as Utanians?
Utanians.
Utanians.
That's
good.
pretty weird. I've never heard that before. Are you near Salt Lake?
About 30 minutes south in Lehigh.
Where?
Lehigh, Utah.
Lehigh, Utah.
So do you know the Kindigit boys out there?
No, I don't know him personally.
But you watch the show
I
like
watch
the rest
show.
of us.
That's
do.
correct. Not too far from me. Yep.
Yep, very nice. All right, so let's get back to the trucks. We've got all of these different models of trucks. You got half ton. Do you have 3/4 ton over there?
3/4 ton, 1 ton, correct.
Yep. Wow. So you got the full range of everyday trucks that people buy over there, and different trim levels, I assume, as well.
Exactly.
Do you have a work truck over there?
We do not have a work truck. We do have one over here on the showroom floor, though.
Yeah.
And we have product specialists as well, that can go through all the features and get you in touch with your local dealers.
Can I just tell you, and I know this is going to sound crazy,
Say it.
the interior of these trucks is really top-notch.
It is. It is.
Compared to everybody else's truck, and I worked 25 years for General Motors, and there's nothing better than the interior of a Ram truck, whether it's at the half-ton or at the 3/4, 1 ton level.
And it's really made the others step up.
Well,
I mean,
it made Ford step up. GM's interior
Well,
still lacks.
yeah, but Ford definitely it stepped up their game.
I think they can hear you over there.
But that's why I said it that loud, because I know a couple of people that are over there.
Oh, I see. Just to kind of
Be
dig it
annoying,
in just a little
just to
bit
be
more.
annoying, yeah. No, but the interior of the Ram truck, and then the 12-inch screen is pretty impressive. So how many comments do you get from people that for the first time they sit in a Ram and they see that
my
iPad-sized screen?
They're like, well, what is this? Are we taking off to the moon or something?
Like an airplane.
Exactly, like an airplane.
So when your product specialists, do they know how to actually show how the display works?
Oh, yes. And you couldn't do it in 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean? You need a good amount of time to go through to learn it. There's just so many great features on there. All the 360-degree cameras, front cameras, the rear cameras, the digital rear view mirror camera. I mean, there's so much to see.
Do you have a TRX over there?
We have one on display.
No,
right
I know that.
Not on the track, though.
Dang it.
Yeah, like we said, we wouldn't be able to show the full capability, but hopefully soon.
You mean the full capability of burning all 4 tires off of it?
Exactly.
Well, and then also in the TRX is the competition pages.
Yep.
Which is over and above what the other Rams have, and I think that's part of any of the Stellantis products that come with the
SRT packages.
That come with the SRT or the
Correct.
Hellcats.
Yep. Similar like you'd see like in the SRT Chargers and all that. Yep.
Pretty cool that you can go in and dial all that.
Oh yeah.
Different features into your driving style.
Exactly.
So what are the questions that people typically ask you about the trucks?
Can I have it?
Yeah, can I have it?
Besides that,
because they can have it.
They wouldn't be there driving it if they weren't really interested in it. What are probably some of the most common questions that you get asked?
Mostly, it's like we can't believe, how beautiful the truck is inside and out, and all the capabilities. I mean, like what can it not do? You know what I mean? And I mean we're there everywhere. Price range, styling, quality.
Do you know if some of the drivers that you have, or do you ask them if they currently have a truck, and if so, what kind of truck do they have?
Oh yeah, we have drivers out there. They, one of my drivers, Cody.
No, not them, but the actual people that come up to.
Yep. We've sold so many trucks through Ram Truck territory. You hear it all the time. Hey, I came last year, and because of this, we went out to our local dealer.
That's cool.
Took advantage of the great incentives, and then and bought the truck that we actually rode in.
Are there any incentives?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I don't think there are any incentives left, are there?
Yeah, there's still a few out
there.
Well,
the only reason I say that is because
inventory.
with the inventory being tight, to say the least, if not diminished, that a lot of the manufacturers are going, whoa, hang on here, we got to have some inventory left. Yeah. But I guess that would be through Stellantis and your dealer to find that.
That'd be through your
information
dealer.
out.
Yep. I was talking about the previous years we've come. You know what I mean?
Right.
Taking advantage of all the current incentives at that time.
But that's the great thing about coming to the Houston Auto Show. You can come out here and you can see the half-ton, three-quarter, whatever. A lot of people, they've got some RV sitting back over here in the corner. Well, how big a truck do I need for that RV? Well, I need a three-quarter ton. Well, never had one. Well, let me go over here and let me take a ride.
Let me take a ride. See how it actually feels to hook it up and feel that. Well,
I think even more importantly than that is there's General Motors and Chevrolet trucks here, and there are also Ford trucks here.
Yeah, Ford is just beyond this.
And so the bottom line is that you can compare in one open space within a couple of 100 yards of each other all the competitors.
Yeah, and they have the Toyota and Nissan, but in the real world of trucking, everybody's going to want a chance to sit inside of all five of them.
Go for it.
But the only chance they get to drive one or to
ride in one
is going to be here.
Is going to be here at Ram Truck territory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's very impressive, and it takes up a lot of floor space over here.
It does, and this year we integrated actually, the dirt. We usually don't bring the material.
Did you bring in dirt?
We did. We brought in dirt,
from
real
Padre.
logs. Yes, from South Padre. Yeah, they're in the ocean somewhere. It's more like clay, but it's fun. The people are loving it. They're having a good time, getting a lot of re-rides.
So, and just for those people that are worried about the COVID protocols, that you sanitize the inside of the vehicles after every run.
After every run, they're being sanitized. That is correct.
Yeah. So that make feel comfortable about getting in there with other people. And it's a free deal. Once you pay your ticket to get in, come on over, huh?
Exactly.
Yep.
Free deal. You just got to be 44 inches or taller.
Oh, boy.
And ride right in. Not a problem.
You must be this tall to ride this ride.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, listen, it's great to talk to you. Thanks so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Get to learn about the Ram Truck territory right next to Camp Jeep.
Camp Jeep, correct.
Yep. And it's all here at the Houston Auto Show. Sergio Armenta, we appreciate you stopping by, my friend.
I appreciate you guys. Hope to see you next year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, next year has come quicker this year.
January,
that's
right.
January's going to come back real quick.
And you're off to where now? Your next gig?
Hopefully Chicago.
Okay.
Yep, hopefully Chicago.
Okay. So I have to ask you before you leave. Do they pack all this up in 18-wheelers, including the trucks?
All the trucks, that is correct.
All the trucks and all of the display, everything.
Track and display.
That is correct.
So these will be the same trucks that will be in Chicago?
Not these ones.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but the ones over there
that
on
you're
the track.
actually driving.
Yep, these are different.
Believe it or not, we pack all this up in a Yugo. Everything here.
Well, this is kind of like a big rock concert where they bring in 18-wheelers full of all the stuff that you need for your rock concert.
Yeah.
So this is your version of a rock concert.
Do you do the tear down yourself, or you've got folks that do it?
Yep. Well, we have a crew that does it. At every city.
That's what we need.
Yep.
We need a crew, David.
David is the crew.
David is the crew.
We have a crew.
And then I walk in at about 30 seconds before the show goes on the air, and you guys still don't have it set up right. And we just go on the air anyway.
Hey, it works.
Just saying. Sergio, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a
Thank
good day.
you very much. Do we have the cruising calendar? Do you
Sure.
have? Do you want to do that? Because I know that we're running behind and we're really kind of off format for this show, but I don't care.
Well, all of that is the cruise-ins are all kind of weather dependent at this point. Typically on a Friday night, there's going to be at Freddy's on North Kirkendall and 2920. Don't know if that's going to happen just because of the weather. And then tomorrow night would be Nifty 50s up at Grogan's Mill in the Woodlands. The Kima Car Meet is every Saturday night. And then Thursday, May the 27th, at Rudy's Barbecue Meet in Tomball with Speed Advocates, that they're going to have their meet there. And then don't forget, May 29th is Gulf Coast Racing Series at Houston Motorsports Park. It's $10 tickets, $1 beer, $1 hot dogs. What a great family event that would be.
It is, and it's going to be a Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
And
are you going to be announcing?
I don't think so. I think I'm going to take advantage of our very rare Saturday off. This show actually is going to be running next Saturday, not tomorrow, but a week tomorrow.
Tomorrow's live.
Yes, tomorrow's live. But I'm thinking about maybe going out of town.
Going on a cruise.
And
okay.
Gina, if you're listening, I haven't told you yet. So
Oh boy! Oh boy!
You're going to have to find somebody
By the
else
way-
to do your.
And then
interview.
Friday nights at Valley Ranch Boulevard in New Caney, which is kind of where 99 and 59 come together on the northeast corner. They have a real nice meet there. And then on the 30th, Cars and Burgers at Beyond Burger in Texas City. Sunday, June 6th, Cars and Cocktails at 5334 Washington Avenue in Houston.
Did you just
He's
did you
drinking.
stick up? He's
Drinking
drinking.
again.
I just hiccup.
Hiccup.
And then June 13th at Bayway Chevrolet, their first annual car show, and that's going to be a
By the
Sunday.
way, I wanted to talk to you about
from
that.
2 to 6. That should be pretty
I'm
cool.
going to commit and go down there with the Corvette. Will you come out there with the olds?
Rally?
Yeah, let me work on getting that.
No, you need to say
ignition
yes.
switch
I
fixed.
need to get the switch fixed. and
It'll
that's-
be
I need to get the switch fixed.
It'll be on a flatbed.
I need to get the switch fixed.
so get the switch fixed and be down there. It's got 3 weeks.
Switch it up.
It'd be a cool show. And then
He still hasn't committed.
No, well, he did.
Saturday, June 19th is the charity car show benefiting some of the local baseball teams, the community baseball teams at 5118 Telephone Road in Houston, and that's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Can I add something to that real quick? The
Please.
27th and Thursday is my birthday, so send a nice gift. And Sunday the 30th, we've got a gig down at the Huli Huli Hut in Galveston.
So
from
do you
3
want
to 7?
The Huli Huli Hut?
The Huli Huli Hut in Galveston will be there 3 to 7
It's on Sunday.
on a Sunday. So come on out, listen to some good music, eat the food.
So do you want to give out your Cash App handle so people can send you a cash gift for
They
your
can,
birthday?
sure, absolutely. Just send it to In Wheel Time.
Baloney.
No,
He's getting the cash. No. Hello. Me.
Just gotta
took
throw
him
that out there.
Took him a minute
I
to
know.
figure that
Wait
out.
a minute. Need more Jeff.
Mr. Mars,
Yes,
why don't
sir.
why don't we get your car review in here?
I don't know that I can follow all this. This week, I had the opportunity to drive the 2021 Infiniti Q60S. Now, this is the Red Sport 400. Now, what we're really talking about here is a really nice luxury sports coupe. And it comes in 3 different trim levels. You can start with the Pure, is the base model. You've got the Luxe. Then you step up into the Red Sport 400. Now, we had the all-wheel drive version of that, making it really a driver's car. It's a sports coupe that looks really good. We had the gallery white with the black trim on it, and with the new suspension and things, it sits down low. Had a lot of people comment on how good that car looks. The long hood, the short deck gives it that really performance coupe look. Up front, you're going to find the double arch grille that Infiniti's become known for. Now, we had the LED headlights as well as the fog lights. So we had those long, sleek lines down the side that really makes the coupe stand out and gives it a great profile performance look. We had the 20-inch aluminum wheels that are optional on the Red Sport 400, and it was covering up some really cool-looking red brake calipers that you could see between the fins. We also had the carbon fiber package. Now, that adds the rear deck lid spoiler, the outside mirror covers, and some fender vents all in carbon fiber.
Again, really a nice performance look on this white and black trimmed out vehicle. On the interior, we had some high back buckets up front. Now this is all aniline leather seating throughout with brushed aluminum trim. We had the power moonroof. We had the Infiniti InTouch entertainment system. Now this is really a dual display setup. We also had the Bose 16 speaker audio system, and let me just tell you, it would fill that vehicle up with some really nice tunes. Now, you got to have something to make all this go, and if you're going to have an Infiniti Q60, you're going to have at least 300 horsepower, but we had the Red Sport 400, so we had the 3.0 liter V6 twin turbo that jumps out 400 horsepower and 360 pound-feet of torque. Now, all of the Q60s have a 7-speed automatic, and the Red Sport includes a rev matching. When you're slipped over into the manual mode with the transmission and popping on the paddle shifters, you've got a rev matching going on there. Now, the EPA says you should be looking for 19 miles per gallon in the city, 26 out on the highway, combined for 21. I got 20 on my week that I had that vehicle. And I will tell you that it was really nice to feel that performance in a very comfortable luxury type space. And even with the different drive modes, the personal, standard, snow, eco, sport, and because we had the Red Sport 400, we had the Sport Plus option that adjusts all the driving dynamics, the suspension, and the steering, and the shift points on the transmission. The two standout things are the dynamic digital suspension that comes in the Red Sport 400 and the direct adaptive steering that really puts you a feel on the road. It's real responsive because it's a little quicker than a manual steering setup. Now, if you're going to look for something to compare all this to, you might look over at the BMW 4 Series, which is going to put you up starting in that 41,000 bracket. The Lexus RC350 up in the 46. You might even slide over into an Audi S5, but it's going to be a little more money. Now, a base Lux Infiniti Q60 starts at 41,650, and that's for a 300 horsepower coupe here. Now, if you look at the base Q60 Red Sport 400 all-wheel drive, which is the vehicle we were driving, it started at 60,100. Now, the MSRP is tested because we had those couple of options there, 67,185 for a really sharp-looking luxury sport coupe that includes a 6-year, 70,000-mile warranty on the drivetrain.
The Ford Motor Company will temporarily reduce output of the nation's best-selling vehicle, the F-150 pickup, at its Dearborn truck plant just days after President Joe Biden is expected to visit a new electric vehicle center nearby as the semiconductor shortage continues to impact production. The plant will fall into one shift from 3 the week of May 24th as a result of the worsening chip shortage. Ford's other F-150 plant, Kansas City Assembly, will be completely idled that week. Additionally, Ford will idle its Louisville assembly plant, which builds the Escape and the Lincoln Corsair crossovers the week of May 24th. Automaker expects the next few months to be the most difficult since the chip shortage began. It expects to lose $2.5 billion and 1.1 million units of production in 2021.
They'll never
amid
recover.
What CEO Jim Farley has called the greatest supply shock he has experienced. Dealers are struggling to keep their lots filled as inventory dwindles. Keep telling you, if you're in the market for a car, now's the time to get it.
They're running low.
And you come down here and you
Matter
can
of
check them out.
We heard, rumor has it, that there are some dealers that if you want to buy a new car, they have some new cars, but you have to trade in your used vehicle.
Yep.
You can't be selling it outright because they have trouble getting used vehicles
cars as well, right?
because now the rental firms, Hertz, Avis,
Are
Enterprise,
out of cars.
they're out of cars and they're now buying used vehicles.
And the used car market's not being supplemented by the turnover at the rental fleets. It used to be the rental fleets would buy new cars 3 times a year. So that would feed the used car inventory.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that turnover isn't happening. And used car values are going up, so it's a good time to trade in.
Yep.
And facing pressure from new rivals trying to stake a claim in the burgeoning battery electric pickup market, Ford Motor Company designed the 2022 F-150 Lightning to do what its gasoline-powered counterpart has done for decades, outwork and outsell all competitors. Ford's hoping, obviously written by somebody in the marketing department, Ford is hoping that a bold starting price of $39,974 will check the check mark on the box before shipping, will help win over EV skeptics.
Hello. He's not.
And
There's no skeptic down here.
And expand the pool of buyers who have made the F-150 the nation's best-selling vehicle. It'll be assembled at the Rouge Electric Vehicle Center, I guess to the Rouge River plant next to it, with sales scheduled to begin next spring. Ford said the EV can outrun a Raptor with a targeted 0 to 60 time in mid 4-second range, and its dual electric motors are expected to produce 563 horsepower, 775 pound-feet of torque, but it will only go 10 miles. So I just made that part up.
So they're going
I'm still
to
sticking with the range anxiety thing.
They're going to price the Lightning, the 2022 Lightning, cheaper than an XLT pickup truck.
But you got to remember, this is not a Lightning like you think about a Lightning from days gone by, where it was their hot rod truck.
Yeah,
this
just
is
using
just
their
EV truck.
This, you don't think 500 horsepower and 700 foot-pounds of torque is a hot rod truck?
I'm not saying it won't perform. Don't get me wrong, but the Lightning was considered. It was a performance truck designed specifically to be a performance vehicle. This isn't. This is an EV.
We'll talk more about EVs.
Yeah.
Just a moment. Buzz is sitting right down there in just a second.
He can tell us the buzz.
Thank you for joining us today here on the In Wheel Time Car Show. Back in a flash.
Whether you own a newer car or want to keep your older one humming along for a while longer, think of Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln to keep things in tip-top shape. From oil changes to major repairs, you can depend on the highly skilled service pros at Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevrolet, and Bayway Lincoln to perform fast, efficient service to keep your investment running strong. For all your service needs, remember Bayway. Schedule your next appointment online anytime. Bayway, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos expands again. Now you'll be able to participate at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier Saturday morning cruise-in, featuring made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and good times. Mark your calendar for Saturday, June 19th for Tailpipes and Tacos, now at 3 Loopy Tortilla locations. Highway 249 in Tomball, West U on 59 near Kirby, and in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. At Tailpipes and Tacos, you'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at 3 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants in Katy, Tomball, and West U. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be broadcasting from the Katy location. Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday morning, June 19th, 8 to 11 a.m., now at 3 locations, Tomball, Katy, and West U, weather permitting. You see all the new ceramic car wash cleaners on TV now, but John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield has been using ceramic coatings on Houston's most expensive cars for years, and he'll tell you that nothing beats the real thing. Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs a coating over your paint that actually comes with a warranty. If you just picked up your Lambo, your Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, any other exotic car, chances are your car will have company that have already found Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Now, you don't have to own an exotic. Maybe you got a truck, an SUV, or even an older vehicle that needs a little love. Well, let John Gray give it a look and give you an estimate on refurbishing that paint and making your vehicle look new again. How about getting a gift certificate for the wife's birthday or anniversary from Gulf Coast Auto Shield and tell her, honey, I know you love your car, so why don't we get it looking new again? It'll be the best gift ever, one that she'll never forget. Get hold of John Gray at gcautoshield.com or give him a call, 832-264-0670. Gulf Coast Auto Shield. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.